My name is Michael Clarke. I'm from Tacoma, Washington. I work in the nonprofit area doing homeless relief for the homeless population in downtown Tacoma. And I came to the NAD treatment center to get some relief from the symptoms of a dissociative disorder. It's called depersonalization disorder. So I've got kind of this interesting mix of generalized anxiety, which leads to dissociation. So the depersonalization in particular has a pretty dramatic effect on my life, my quality of life. Very broadly speaking, it's made it almost impossible to thrive in any legitimate sense. I guess specifically, I kind of feel as if I'm living in a dream. Even like right this moment, I feel like I'm in a dream. It's almost as if there's like a pane of glass between myself and everything else. So just a sense of being very cut off from other people, but also from myself. And along with depersonalization, there's this like processing and cognitive speed component. So like learning and memory and recall and like absorbing information from conversation or texts or anything that has to do with focus, that's all very, very impaired. The rock bottom moment was actually at the very beginning, and that was just hell. Like, I was like, what's going on? Where am I? Who am I? Like, did I die? I thought maybe I died and I was in like purgatory or something. I mean, you get out there with sort of with the cognitive distortions in an attempt to explain your situation to yourself. But I kind of got out of that a little bit and have been treading water for a couple years. And I've been pretty resistant to seeking treatment. And I had read, after some like frenetic Google searching, the NAD brain restoration therapy can alleviate anxiety. I didn't know that there was something so holistic and natural as NAD. I didn't like, NAD has like no side effects. So that seemed really, really safe, and it seems to have had remarkable impact on folks with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and all sorts of non-drug related cognitive impairment. And so that really spoke to me, and I was like, I gotta get down there. My experience at the NAD treatment center has been amazing in like a very, in many, many ways. Definitely legitimately within like the first 3 hours, I was feeling like more in my body, and my dad was in the room with me, and I was like, oh, whoa, Dad, you're here. You know, it was this very like, this grounding sensation, and that increased steadily, really for the first 4 days. I think one of the things that I was most surprised about was feeling emotions that I hadn't felt since I was like 12 or 13. And then within like legitimately 4 hours of getting NAD, I was just like talking to everybody I could find, and was like missing people and missing home. And so the point is, it had this emotive impact for sure, yeah, as well as this like general clarifying of my consciousness and my like perception of even the room I was in. I was like, oh, I'm in San Diego. Like, this is a city that's not my living room at home, which probably sounds a little strange, I understand, but it's even stranger when you're the one experiencing it and then you're no longer experiencing it suddenly. It's like, whoa. It's like a little bit like falling into a cold pool, but in a great way. Equally profound for me has been the experience with the like ancillary treatments. So the NAD treatment center staff, you guys are like amazing people, and like Dr. Milgram like bent over backwards is to get me a last minute appointment with this very noteworthy psychotherapist in San Diego. And now I get to leave San Diego with like this whole new avenue of work that I get to do. Whereas before I felt absolutely hopeless and listless, and I had no idea what was going on, how to fix it, how to change it. Like, I was basically completely lost. I would certainly say it's one of the most important decisions I've ever made. It's been absolutely like mind-blowingly revelatory for me, and so I would absolutely recommend it to anybody. Like, it's been phenomenal in that way, so I'd absolutely say it's worthwhile. Yeah. I know, I feel like there's just some like special juju happening in this clinic, like, yeah, absolutely.